Don Glover, welcome to Business Insider.
Thank you, Mark. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And we thank NBN Television for letting you out.
Of course.
And also Fortunity for accepting you in their boardroom.
There you go.
You are a bit of a media tart. You've been hanging around for a while in one way or another. Great head for radio, and you used it to its best advantages early on.
A lot of years.
Indeed.
A lot of years.
So let's talk about the TV years. So you've overseen what I think is a major change in the media, in the way the media is reacting and relating to clients on the coast. What do you think's changed?
Well, I think the whole media landscape has changed, and it changed, I'd say, back in the early 2000s when Star came onto the scene, and you remember that. And I think that 2GO and CFM, who basically had it at the local area to themselves for such a long time, realised there was a competitor coming, and we have to make adjustments. At the same time, I think since I've been there, we've had to do a lot of things to change the way that the awareness, I guess, of NBN television, and with my relationships with both radio stations and the paper, we were able to do that, which is something that they haven't done before. Now, I'm no god at this. It's just a matter of the people that you know to say, look, we need to do something. Yes, we are competitors, but we can both help each other, and that's where it started.
Has there been? You're far more accessible, I think, as a network now, and you're also the dominant TV station on the coast, I think.
And thank you for raising that point. We've just come out of the very first television survey that's ever been done for the Central Coast. It was done through the Hunter Valley Research Foundation. And look, we wanted to do it through them mainly because if you go to Nielsen, as you know, they cost a lot of money. They drill way down, but there's a lot of money in one of those, and that's why the radio stations share the cost. We haven't had the opportunity to share the cost because we really are the only television station on the coast. So we approached the Hunter Valley Research Foundation because they do 2 omnibus surveys down here a year. It's the first survey, and it was kind of like a toe in the water. And it gave us the opportunity to look at the results, and our CEO was just ecstatic, even though she didn't light up that much, but I knew that she was ecstatic. When 55% of the people on the Central Coast watch NBN Central Coast television, you have to be ecstatic about that, because there is a range. I mean, we're in an overlap area, just like the Gold Coast. We are the only 2 regions of NBN that have that overlap area. But when you can achieve that sort of figure, you think, right, we are doing something not only for our clients, but also delivering the local news, which was the second most important thing that people wanted to see. They wanted to see local news. And that's what our guys deliver.
Indeed. And the accessibility for the coast for advertisers to be on the big screen in a measured market now.
That's right. Exactly. Look, we've only got a small team, and it will take a while for us to get the survey out to everybody. We've at least contacted a lot of the major businesses on the coast that are into spreading the word through advertising, and that's through all medias. So it's something that we want to let everyone know, and we'll continue to do that, over the next 6 months.
So where are the opportunities for NBN television on the coast for the next 12 months?
Well, I think there's a lot of opportunities for us to take to businesses. I think a lot of businesses feel that television is too expensive. They've only got to ask our guys of how much a commercial will cost, and we can tell them very, very cheaply. And you start with a 15-seconder or a 30-seconder. But it's a very, very cost-effective medium. And if they are involved in one of our long-term sales programs, that's a two-way street. It can be even better, much better. So that's an opportunity for businesses out there, but we have to let them know. That's our job.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. The business environment there, or here on the coast?
It's still tough. Yeah. It's tough for all of us. I mean, when you look at the competition for advertising out there, and it doesn't just stop with the electronic media, you've got press, you've got bus wraps, you've got community radio, and everything else that's out there.
You've got fantastic internet solutions also
Absolutely.
available through things like Business Insider.
There you go.
Yeah, not to mention.
Not to mention. That's right. And look, the internet is a strong part of that. You've only got to look at the local yellow pages these days, which used to be that thick, and now it's that thick, mainly because of people using online. And we discussed that the other day when when if we're out and about in a car and I don't happen to have my diary or phone records with me, I'll ring up the girls in the office, and the first thing they do is just go to the website of a company.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that.
Indeed.
So there is a lot of competition.
Yeah. Has anything, you have seen the good, the bad and the ugly, has anything of media, is it getting better? Are we getting more professional in the media area?
I think that gets back to the organisation, and it really does come from the top. If you've got professional people at the top, line management would indicate that you'll have professionals all the way down. Depending on the pressures that the line management are under would depend on the amount of professionalism at the bottom of the chain. We don't have the pressures that other medias on the coast do. Yes, we have pressures. We always have pressures, but I've got the right mix of team. I've got excellent people working with me, our team, that have had a lot of years of media experience. One guy has owned his own businesses for a lot of years. The other fellow has been at a national and general manager level for corporations in Sydney, as I was. Before coming back to the coast. But that's, if you've got people that know exactly what they're doing and have had a lot of media experience, you can still keep that level of professionalism up there.
This sounds like a commercial plug, but I was impressed the other day when we were in a meeting talking about Central Coast Sevens, and you've got the facilities to live stream.
Yes.
Yes. Media.
Yes, that's correct.
That is taking, I think, your medium, the television, to a new level and a different audience. It's exciting. You have that almost on a solo basis here on the coast, I would think, don't you?
Yes, we do. That's correct. And we do it because that particular division of NBN has developed over the last 3 to 4 years. If I can go back, and this all comes from an idea. Rick Julian, who works with us, is one of our team, and Rick has been around in media on the coast for a long time. And Rick always did the surf report, going back to the 80s when he was only 20 or something years old, back in the old 2GO days. 15, right. Yeah. And Rick was doing surf reports with Darryl Eastlake, and Rick kind of like took over after that and has been doing them on the coast with media for a lot of years. And it just happened as an idea when he was talking to Terry, one of our news cameramen. So why don't we just do a surf report live? So they went down to Wombrel Beach and did the little 60-second, and they were going to put it up on our page, Central Coast page of the NBN website. When I saw it, I thought, wow, this is fantastic. So I went home on the weekend, and as you do when you're doing chores around the house, and it's ticking away, and I thought, we have to use this. So we decided to put it up, and then we decided to let's try and get a sponsor for it. So it's got to be aligned to that sort of industry, which we did. And I did 12 months with a .com company after I left Village Roadshow back in 2000, and I saw the way, that's before .com companies went up and then went down. I saw the way that you could generate traffic to your site, and that was by putting on a national TV campaign, because Tribe was right across the country. And I saw all of a sudden spike in traffic. Straight away, remembering that, I decided to put on a little 15-second pointer. So we built a little 15-second pointer that talked about the surf report, and if you want to find out what's happening with surf on the Central Coast this weekend, go onto the NBN website, click the Central Coast page, and then click on RJ Surf Report. Well, it worked so well, we had driven people from the TV to the computer. Our IT guys rang up and said, what's going on? You've got a spike in traffic. What the hell's going on? Must be the pointer we put on. So after that, we decided to do an entertainment report. After that, we decided to do a fishing report. After that, we decided to do a number of other things. So, and of course, leading on to what I was going to say was at a recent conference, going back about 3 years, we got an award for the most innovative office. We were the only ones that took advantage of something you could do on the net and utilise that with a client, and of course give them something a little bit different. It was like a value add, that's all. But we were the first office and the only office that really did that sort of thing.
And it's that lateral approach that I think you guys have actually brought. I'll stop with the platitudes and congratulations. Tell me, what would you change in terms of a rant? You know, what would you like to see change, Don?
I think, excuse me, I think I'd like, as I said before, to make more businesses on the coast are aware of it. I've only got a small team, as opposed to other media who have 3 times bigger than ours. So we can't get out to see as many people as what we would like. We are, and we do continually all the time. But I mean, with the amount of businesses on the coast, you know, it takes a long while to get around. I would like to see more businesses on the coast be aware of us. That's our job. We've got to continue to do that, knock on doors, because I think that if they are aware that we are a combination of press, radio and the internet. Really, the television is all of those, the whole lot. So when we offer a service like that at a very, very cost-effective price, not only for us making the commercials, which we do at our office at Erina, but also putting them on air when you've got 55% of the people on the coast knowing they're going to see the ad, I think that's a very, very powerful story.
So get bigger awareness, support
Yes,
the
yes.
local TV stations.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
how we've talked off air about you don't actually need to sit in front of a TV now to watch TV.
No, you don't.
Is that part of I guess the strategy that you oversee here on the Central Coast, or is that coming from NBN and through to the Nine network, I guess, at some point?
That's right. It does come through NBN and it does come through the Nine network. It's not a strategy that we have pushed on the coast. It will be down the track, as with any technology. And the more the more economical it can become, the more you can take it out to everybody. I mean, I'm doing a talk tonight to to one of the Rotary clubs, and they want to talk on the media and as it goes down the track. And my research with one of the technical guys up there, as well as Free TV Australia, is showing now that people can, you know, down the track, they'll be using everything. And there's even platforms that they're still working on now where TV will be just as mobile as radio. And that's the way it'll go. But to answer your question, it's NBN in conjunction with Channel 9 that will direct that sort of traffic.
Being part of the coast is such a critical thing, and you guys do that with your sort of report. So
Yeah.
we thank you for that.
Yeah.
And no doubt we'll talk some more.
Good on you. Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks.